Hey everybody, Platinator here, also known as Fubu87. Most of you that are here maybe know me because of my FIFA content, but this is something different. This is something completely different. We are going to plat all the games that we can. Since they came out on PlayStation 3, I used to plat all the games that I could, but then life got a little bit busy and you can't plat all of them. I decided to do something different while on my stream as well on YouTube. Let's capture all the plats that we can. And we have the first game. The first game is going to be... It's going to be Stray. You probably know it as the cat game, as you can see. Oh, I'm on yeah, the cat game, you see. Quite an easy plat that you can get. It's about, let's say, 8 hours, and you only need about 2 walkthroughs or playthroughs in this case, because there's chapter select. I already started the game. I'm not gonna show story related trophies. I guess I'm not gonna show that because, well, they're story related. You're gonna get them anyway, like misjumped, fall inside the city. Okay, you're gonna die eventually, so you're gonna get, unless you play perfect, which if it's the first time you won't, but meet B2, that's, you're gonna meet him because it's part of the story. Then this one, it's gonna be the same because it actually does automatically and it translates automatically. So that's what we're going to be doing. We will be playing Stray, and I'll show you when I capture the trophies and the plats. Okay, I'll continue on the next part. These are 3 of the most easiest trophies that you can get. So one of them is to meow 100 times, and since the meow animation is so nice, it's really lifelike, you'll use it a lot and you'll get the little communicative, yeah, that's it. And then there's another one that you're gonna get it automatically as long as you keep playing. It's the 500 jumps, the catapult. And this one, I knew that it was gonna be in because I saw the roadmap, but you had to change the channels. On the first town that you arrive, not to that city, but the first town where there's the first robots, you just go around and you just press the buttons until it changes. And you just keep pressing and pressing, like a cat would do, I guess, if you can say that. My cat doesn't do that, but you just press and press and it's gonna pop any second now. Now. No? Yes, there is. I knew there was a trophy now. One of the things about this game is you can explore a lot, and this trophy requires a lot of exploring. You need to get 8 music sheets and give to this robot. I didn't put the 8 sheets because it's not a roadmap or anything like that. So I just got the last one, and you get a badge, which is one of the objectives. When you get to the ant village, if you go to these guys and you jump on their table and you mess the mahjong around, you'll get the catastrophe one. And these 2, that 3 in this case that we're gonna get, are all story related. As soon as you reach Midtown, you'll get this trophy, because I can't see the name. This was into smarts. This one, again, I'm trying to avoid as much spoilers as I can, but this is when you get captured and you go to jail. It's dark, it's supposed to be like that. It's in Calcott jail. And this one is the last. Again, I'm trying to avoid spoilers. I know everyone is playing, and you got this last one for completing the game. Great game, by the way. I just finished the game, and far from being a review of it, this game broke me emotionally. I don't know, maybe it's because I have a cat. I don't know, maybe I relate because of that. But wow, it's really great game. Anyway, we're talking about trophies because we're gonna get this bad boy here. I have an opinion. I think they failed. The guys that did this game failed a lot. I think the platinum of the game should have been perfect. You know, like the cat purr. You know, that's how it should have been, perfect. I think that would be the one. Anyway, we got 13 trophies out of the 25, and like I mentioned, most of them you can get while you're playing. I think I mentioned that at the start of the video, I think. Anyway, you can go with a little chatty, meow 100 times, you'll do a lot because it's great. The meow effect is amazing. jump 500 times, you'll get this one while playing, because, well, you will. Then sleep for more than 1 hour. You might get this one by accident if, you know, you just leave him sleeping and do something else. Then there's dunk, basketball. You see, there's still a lot. I didn't die 9 times. I thought I was gonna get this in a normal way, but I think I still need to die 4 more times, I guess. I died just a little bit. Complete the game in 2 hours. That's what we're gonna do. Next, misjumped, fall inside the city. That's where I died. Yeah, you might not get this one, but you might get this one. I think already talked. We got this one. This is Reach Me Town. It's story related. Go to jail, story related. Eye opener, story related. Then the ones that I did because I did the explorer. You know, I like the game. I explored a lot. I did the music sheets, the paper bag. Tried to play My Young with the robots. Also, you've been seeing all these trophies that been showing up because a nuzzle up against 5 robots. Browse through all the TV channels, collect all. Then, okay, scratch in every chapter. I didn't scratch. I'm pretty sure I was scratching in all chapters. Anyway, 13 out of 25. We're gonna get. We're gonna do a specific run. In this case, we're gonna do a specific run for the under 2 hours, and then we're gonna jump around chapters, collecting everything, and I'll show you that after. I still don't know how I'm gonna do the 2 hours. I don't know if I'm just gonna. I don't know if I do and I compress everything, or I just show the trophy popping. I'll see how I do that. Okay. I'll see you next. There's a trophy where you have to dunk a basketball and everyone thinks it's in the basket, but no. In this case it was just a little something different, not a basketball basket. And you get the trophy. Then this one, I died. You have to die 9 times in this game to get this trophy. And I was trying to complete some objectives, some trophies, and I died for the 9th time. This one was really fun. When you're at the disco, you have to find a disco, well, a vanilla disco. You have to take the DJ out of the booth. So when you take the hologram down, he leaves. And you put the disc on and you just start scratching like a DJ. And the trophy is scratchy. I like this one. It should be search scratch. This one here is the last memory. I could have put all the memories, but again, not a completionist video, just the Platinator getting the trophies. And I get the memory one. It's just a little bit of chat, so you can read. Really humanizes B12, to be honest. This game knows how to do it. And I get the last one, and I get all the memories. The last badge, there are several badges. Again, I don't input, you only saw 2 of them, the one with the music and the flower one. But you collect, I think it's 5 or 6 badges. And when you get all of them, you'll get a trophy. A gold trophy at that. And it's quite easy, it's simple quests that you need to do, nothing too specific. And finally, every chapter, this is important, every chapter you have to scratch at least once and you get this trophy up here. There is a trophy called the Pacifist, which, to be honest, it's the right opposite of the Platinator, which is based on the Terminator, where he kills a lot of people. But the sewers. On the sewers, you have to avoid destroying those little creatures that attack you. And it's actually easy, to be honest. I think it's easy. You just need to know where to run, how to run, and it should be easy to get. What happens is, when you're playing the game, there's a previous chapter where you have to meet Doc, and he's developing a weapon to destroy these creatures. And you think, now I have a weapon, I can kill all of them. And of course you get the Pacifist trophy. As you can notice, the game is a little bit fast. I tried to speed up this video. So, well, this video that I'm making isn't that long. And I also don't have to talk that much. But as you saw, they were in cocoons. They were in cocoons, and if you approach them, they get out of their cocoon. And you have to avoid them. In that case, I don't know what happened, because I've done that before. Oops, I don't know what went wrong here, but whatever. As you can see, I'm doing the voiceover. It's the easiest way because when we're doing these types of things, sometimes me personally, I like to chill because this is not story related. I don't need to know a story. My goal is avoid getting hit by the monsters, and by that I don't need to be paying attention to the story because I already done this level 2 or 3 times and I know what I need to do. In this case, the door is jammed, so the robot has to open the door for us, and we go alone from here. Yeah, I'm not gonna go back because I didn't say the word right. We go alone from here, and we have to try and avoid. And so far, it's like, yeah, it's something abandoned, and there's lots of creatures. But I'll be honest, this gets really freaky, and it's something that they didn't explore, and I hope they can explore if they make a DLC or a second one, because I would like a second one out of this. You see, this is where it starts to get intense. I start running, there's lots of monsters. In this area you have the tendency to use the laser to kill them, but you can't. You have to keep smashing the circle button so you don't get hit. A different turn here, a different turn can make or break the game. And so far we survived. But yeah, like I was mentioning before I continue to do this, because this is gonna get even creepier. If they do a second one, I would like to know what happened to this world. And I'm gonna show you right now the reason. Look, eyes. Eyes are just showing up. Eyes are controlling these creatures. And they didn't explore that much. It's just the world went to shit. That's the thing. The world went to shit. And if they make a DLC, or let's say, or a second one where they befriend another AI because humans are dead, or they can make, I don't know, an alien come from outer space. I like this cat is so cute. I'm telling you, this cat. I like the cat. I was watching. Kind of reminds my cat. Reminds me of my cat. See, oh, she doesn't leave the friend behind. Yeah, just run, keep running. That's the goal. We haven't killed one yet. It should be almost done with the level. But yeah, I really hope if they do a second one, we can explore what happened to this world, because that creature was creepy. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of reminds me of Resident Evil. And we'll go to the next trophy. On the second chapter, you have this first encounter with these creatures. You find them like teeny tiny ones, but they don't do anything. But when they gang up, they start to chase the cat. It doesn't have a name, to be honest, but starts to chase the cat. And it seems like I'm doing this on the first try, but trust me, I'm not. This is about the 1 minute run, and I took 10 minutes to do this because I was recording, so I saw I was failing a lot. I failed a lot to do this here, because on these turns, as you can see, they show up from nowhere, and if you're not on the right angle, they will hit you, and that happened to me a lot. And like random jumps, they got me. I was frustrated, but then 10 minutes later I managed to get the trophy. Chapter 10 has a lot of trophies. I could have made this video by chapter, I guess. Could have been a way, but I decided to go another way because sometimes you don't feel like doing a trophy. This one, basically on this chapter, you can't be discovered by these blue lights, these robots. The thing is, I did this once perfectly. Well, not perfectly, but I did once, but I got like yellow lights. I didn't get any red lights. Oh wait, no. Thinking better, no. I did it 3 times. Once I was almost done, I got red light, I had to go back. Then I had several other tries that you'll see. But the thing is, you can't get a red light, but you also can't get a yellow light. You can't get a yellow light, because if you get a yellow light, it's also they found you. Which is stupid, because well, Metal Gear rules. Yellow, they're suspected that there's someone around. Uh, when it's red, they know that you're there. I was going by Metal Gear rules, which doesn't apply here. So on this one, if you're watching this and you want to do this trophy, you can't even get a yellow. You can't even get a yellow. On this first part, I did get yellows. I didn't get any reds. I did get yellows, and I went and did some editing. But I was thinking, even the Platinator has its problems. I'm not a perfect killing machine. If you remember the Terminator movies, there was always a match. There was another Terminator that would take Arnold Schwarzenegger down, and he would rise to the occasion. And I decided to keep my failures here. You'll see, I have multiple failures here, especially on this part. And why? Because I assume that the boxes, you can hide in the boxes and it should be okay. You see, I hide here on the box. I'll let the robot pass. But when I move, the box does a sound and the robot listens, I guess, because there's something else they didn't tell me. But you can use the meow of the cat to attract robots, enemies, wherever. And yeah, I was having a hard time. You'll see. I'll miss again. Trust me. I'll definitely miss again. And I was having a hard time, and I was starting to get frustrated. I managed this first part was quite easy. Here, I don't know what happened here. It got stuck, but oh, no, it's here. No, I went too fast. I was getting greedy. Again, not all attempts are here. Trust me, not all attempts. If I had a hard time on the previous one with the chapter 2 run, this one was even worse. Which ironically, this one is easier if you play it slowly. And I was getting frustrated and I was rushing, and rushing was getting me into trouble. But again, this first part was mastered. This last part, again, I went inside the box stupidly. I was like, the first time I was too close. I'm gonna let him go to the end. I go inside the box again. He was far away, as you saw, and I go out of the box, and he listens to me. That's when I realized, okay, boxes are a no-go, because I leave a box, he's gonna listen. Which, again, makes no sense, I guess. Unless they have super hearing. Again, they haven't told anything about super hearing. But this time, I think this is the one that I go like, okay, I have to go a little bit more slowly. Despite the fact, as you see me, I'm speeding. And yes, okay, this wasn't the one. I have many many attempts. And there's no shame in failing in life. Okay, there's no shame in failing in life. Because that means you'll manage to overcome it. It makes you stronger. So I really hope this is the one. I was going to edit it. I was going to edit it in a way that seemed to be perfect, but I decided not to go that way. But this one, when you see the roadmap, they don't explain to you that it's everything. When I saw it the first time, I assumed it was only the factory, but it's the full complex. And here I stopped for a little bit here because I was accessing my information. I was like, why didn't the plat show up? Because yeah, I'm doing this, but I'm hardly the first one to do. First, because there are people that probably had deals with PlayStation and the developers to post all of these things. I don't think it's a fan that's doing this as soon as it comes out. I think it's already prepared. And I was confirming why the trophy didn't show up. It's like even the Terminator in the movies had to access information. He didn't knew everything, and some of the information he had was from the future, but still wasn't all of the information he had to access. In this case, I'm searching for tips where our friend went. I'm forgetting the name now, but it's supposed to be a woman. And yeah, now I'm leaving, and this is the easiest part because you just drop. If I dropped the other way, it would have been even faster because you could go all the way down. After you understand the movement, that's why I'm telling you, this is easier than the one from chapter 2. As soon as you understand the movements from the robots, it's very easy to pass. You just need to be calm, and the trophy just popped. One of the trophies requires you to sleep. Doesn't need to be here, it can be anywhere. You need to sleep 1 full-time hour. While I was sleeping, I was preparing this video, and now we're going for the speed run. We'll see how it goes. Well, we're getting to the end. We're gonna get that trophy. So I'm just gonna go with my final goodbyes. I fell in love with this game. When people were saying it's the cat game, even I said it's the cat game. And I wasn't expecting the journey that this game takes. Again, for me it's easy to relate because, well, I've mentioned before I have a cat. I wish I could customize the cat to look like mine. But the way they make the world, they turn a very simple story, they humanize the robot, everything is quite unique. This is the end. Our first platinum as the Platinator. The first of many, I hope. I already have another in mind. Simple stuff, I think. Yeah, I'm considering simple stuff, but yeah, I fell in love with this game, and if you haven't tried this game yet, and you're just watching for fun, I tried to not spoil as much as I could, but this is a must buy, and this ending, this is the only thing I'm spoiling, I guess. This ending, either I need a DLC or a continuation where he finds his friend, and there it is. I am Speed, and what it should have been perfect. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one.